back in the Hawks Nest. Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Hawks Sports Network. My name is Zach Benoit, and we are here for the home opener of the volleyball season. It is your Humber Hawks taking on the visiting Niagara Knights, and it should be a good game as we set everything off right here. Underway, Kiyomi Ellis will be set to serve. It's a 1-1 game here. Humber taking 2-1 lead. Joining me here on the desk is Cecilia, giving us a little bit more in-depth on what's going on here in the game. How are you doing, Cecilia?
I'm doing well. Season opener, exciting.
Of course, always electric here at the Hawks Nest. Little tip over the top. And just a great dive to save it.
Great dump picked up by Ara in back row.
Set to the middle.
Great swing by number 7, Alex Krasanistich.
And you said it there, great swing. Hawks up 3-1 here.
Number 4, Kiyomi Ellis up to serve.
Falling just in. Tipped over the net. Niagara will get their second point here of the game. And still a rundown of what's happened here last year. The Hawks are returning after capturing their 16th provincial title and 14th under their current coach Chris Wilkins. They finished 13-3 last year. Had a phenomenal year.
Net touch by the setter. That pass was a little too close to the net. Difficult to get.
You said it there, and Niagara evening things up here in the first set. And into the net that serve goes. Hawks retain possession.
Number 9 up to serve. Setters in the back row, so should have 3 options up front.
Hard serve by Ferguson, just going beyond that back line. And like I said, head coach Chris Wilkins returning for his 21st season, averaging 19 wins per season. He owns a 388-56 record when it comes to volleyball. And he's only one behind the most all-time in Humber varsity history. And it's his own brother, Wayne Wilkins, the head coach of the men's volleyball team that holds that record. So a little bit of a brotherly feud going on there as Erica Dodd will go to the back line and set serve here.
Great floater by Todd. And that's a double on the setter number 2.
So when you say a double, you mean just kind of like lift, when she went back, it was lifted?
A double would basically be when they'll get called on it if the ball doesn't touch both their hands at the same time.
Okay.
Yeah, and you can usually tell because there's a spin on the ball.
Okay.
Yeah.
One too many hits there on the side of Humber, so Niagara will retain possession. Humber's still leading this first set, 6-5, and if you are just tuning in, welcome. It's the home opener here at the Hawks Nest for the Humber Hawks volleyball teams. Big hit on the side. Gets blocked by Niagara. And off that side post. Ferguson with the set. And tip over that block. Chappelle sets it. And
Great
the
swing by
kill.
number 10.
Hannah Manners with the big kill. Hawks take the lead 7-6 as Alex Kostanasic will come on to serve. Serve over once again.
Great floater by number 7, Alex Kostanasic. And here's a chance. It's a big swing by Ara. Talon, number 10. Nope, number 1.
And just so much power
Yeah.
from this Humber side, you know. Lost a couple key pieces from last year's team, but they gained some more. I believe it's 6 new players on this roster. And just going too far over that back line was that serve. So Niagara takes possession again. Catching the line once again. Ara Talan, first-year player, already making an impact here for her side.
The camera okay?
A little too hot to handle there. Was Alex LaChapelle trying to get to it and kind of just got caught in the middle there between a volley and trying to bump it.
Yeah.
And Kiyomi Ellis with the hard hit. And a big block by Ellis as well. Big wall up front. Ellis and Ferguson holding it down. Going up again at the wall. That time being tipped over by Erica Dodd. And so far, just watching the play style of this game, you know, what are you kind of liking out of the Humber side? Like, how is their play so far?
Humber always stays really aggressive, so it's nice to see that, especially with such a strong front row. Right now we have Kiyomi Ellis in the middle, Erica Dodd on the left side. They're both known for how hard they can hit the ball. Also, Kiyomi, I believe, was with All-Canadian last year.
That you are correct.
And I believe she also has the highest vertical on the women's team.
Now that's something you can't really find anywhere, so that's a good little inside scoop, but you are correct about that. Kiyomi Ellis was named a CCAA All-Canadian, and the counterpart, Erica Dodd, was named the OCAA Rookie of the Year. So
That's right.
a lot of depth on this team, a lot of talent. You know, they're showing it off already. A 14-8 lead here in set number 1. And the side of Niagara, you know, coming off of a 3-0 loss to St. Clair. And like we were saying right here on our screen, you can see it. Last year they finished with a 13-3 record, and they were ranked in the CCAA ranking 4. And Kiyomi Ellis, like you were saying, is a CCAA All-Canadian. Erica Dodd, the Rookie of the Year. And Alex LaChapelle, the Alexes here. LaChapelle and Kostanasic are named first-team All-Stars. So a lot of depth on this team. And they have a lot of power. We know that for sure. First home game of the year for Humber. They're coming off a loss last time out to Durham, losing that one 3-2. Set outside, a nice block again. And Dodd goes for the kill, but gets stopped by the wall. Tip over. And
Great pickups by Kiyomi Ellis. Nice placement over there.
And trying to make the dive there was Alex LaChapelle, but it just going outside of those posts. As Reese Cholette will come on now. And Montana Taylor goes up for the serve. And it looked like when Kiyomi Ellis came down from that swing, her hand caught the net. So we'll go right back to the side of Niagara. And a big hit by Erica Dodd, showing why she was the Rookie of the Year last year here in the OCAA. You know, we talk about a lot of how Humber is that really big powerhouse team, but from what you're seeing so far on the court from Niagara, you know, what's the biggest takeaway from their game?
They have really good energy. I remember playing them last year. Even if they're down, their energy will be up high. They got really good, really communicative. They never really get down on themselves. Great energy on the court.
That's great things to have. They're kind of displaying that here again, you know, keeping things a little bit close. You know, still Humber has the 6-point lead here in set number 1.
Yep.
But they keep mounting some rallies, try to make that just a little bit smaller, and they're doing a great job of it.
Now it's important to keep that first serve receive off the net a bit. Otherwise, you see what happened there. The setter kind of struggles with the control of the ball a bit and can't get that set to the middle too precisely. So I think both teams actually, their serve receive hasn't been like on point. Like it could be a little more towards the setter. So I think both these teams can work on that a bit.
Yeah, it's early stages of the year.
Yeah.
Obviously, get that rust out
Yep.
now, and then come playoff time, everything looks a little bit cleaner as we have a timeout called here. But so far, we've been treated to a good set of volleyball between
Some
Niagara
great
Knights
rallies, yep.
and the Humber Hawks. And you know, if my knowledge of volleyball is anything, all I remember is the most important thing is get the ball a clean first pass to your setter. That's the one thing I took away from the movie Miracle Season.
Okay. You watched it? How was that movie?
Great movie, phenomenal movie.
Was that the one where like the player dies and then the team has to?
Yeah, and they rally back and they win
Yes.
the back-to-back national championships.
I've heard of it. Haven't watched it.
It's a very good movie. I highly do recommend.
All right. It's on Netflix.
Yeah, I believe it is actually.
Yeah, I've seen it, but I just haven't watched it. But I just do know that main actress, the girl that died, was like in The Boys.
Yep.
Yeah, it's her, right?
So if you need any Netflix recommendations, tune into the Hawk Sports Network and I will give you them. But we will head back here now to the set 1 between Humber and Niagara as Kiyomi Ellis sets to serve, and a nice serve to the back row. Ball going outside.
See, that's an example of what you can get with a good serve receive. Great high ball up to the server, perfect set. Hitter hits it straight down.
It like came down, but it was just outside that sideline, so Humber will get the point. But like you were saying, you know, you get that first ball, another one right there, and it sets up the whole play. Tip over to the front. And Dodd hammering it down, but it goes over, so it's going to be a free play here for the side of the Hawks. Back set, no, not going to go. Trying to make the play in the back
block
court.
on the side of Niagara, and you can just see that energy. Even though they're down 1 point, huge celebration.
And you know, this is the Humber Hawks. They are the reigning OCAA champions here So you know Niagara, they want to kind of upset this home opener, keep that energy up and try to, shut them down. And they've done it a little bit. It seems like after both timeouts, Niagara's been able to mount a little bit of a rally. But Ferguson shuts that rally down quick.
Yep, great dunk. Oh, I think there's a call. She was on the net.
I think the ref's gonna say her hand touched the net, but that would have been a big momentum killer there for the side of Humber. It's a 7-point lead now for the Hawks. As Hope Nicholson is the one to serve. Clean serve to the back row. Nice first pass. And Dodd into the wall, but it doesn't matter. Too much power there by Erica Dodd. And Stephanie Armstrong will come on in for Sydney Ferguson. Stephanie Armstrong, a fifth-year player. Rounding out her career here with the Humber Hawks. Played for Nipissing Lakers and was named the 2016 OUA Rookie of the Year, so good pickup here for Humber in her last year of eligibility. Gonna set to the outside, tip down the line, not gonna fall. And two good rallies going back and forth. Hard hit.
Big swing by Hannah Manners.
Free ball here. Set again, Manners.
Off the block, and Humber wins the point.
And we talk about how much power that Kiyomi Ellis and Erica Dodd have, but you can't forget about Hannah Manners and how strong she is.
Yeah, that's for sure.
Just served into the net. So Niagara will come a little bit closer, trying to bring back this lead. Abby Gooder will come onto the court, as well as Rachel Bickford. And Bickford will be the one to serve here, second-year player. And a big swing.
Another huge swing by Hannah Manners.
And you said it best, a big swing by Manners. And just so much power on this attack for Humber. Nice serve over top there by Erica Dodd. Tipped over the net, fallen out of play, out of bounds, excuse me.
Yeah.
And it looks like they were signaling, should I say, tip went off the fingertips?
Yeah, a touch on the side of Niagara, but it looks like there was no call.
Big hit into the back corner. Montana Taylor, the third-year player for the side of Niagara, gets the first pass to her and just slams it into the back left corner.
Yep, she saw the empty spot and she took the chance, paid off.
It's a heads-up play.
Quite a few service errors we're seeing on both sides of the court here.
Kind of similar to how the game started with the first passes going to the setter. You know, it's going to take a little bit, shake the rust off, get any kind of nerves out, especially if you're a first-year player or you're a first-time player on a new team.
Right.
As Kristanosic comes on to serve. Big swing, but into the net there by Montana Taylor. So set point here for the Hawks, 24-15. Serves up, serves good. Going deep, catching that back line. And it again is Montana Taylor, number 2 there. The one to get it fallen in. So staying alive here in set one is Niagara. Serve over. Clean first ball. Big hit by Ellis. Gets blocked. And another serve, this time to Dodd, but just into the net. So holding strong here on the last point of the set is Niagara. Looking to try to steal it away from Humber. Serve over once again. Big hit down the line. And the rally continues. Niagara etching their way a little bit closer. Pass down, the tip over. Another good first pass, quick set to Ellis. Blocked, but goes out of bounds, and that'll do it for set number one. The Hawks take it a score of 25-18. Now, Cecilia, what did you like, seeing from that first set?
I think Humber was very consistent with their plays. We saw them take the lead and they didn't drop it, which is good. I think we can see more little aggressiveness from, if we could see some aggressiveness from Niagara, that'd be really cool. Start challenging their defense back line a little more.
Yeah, for sure, and I think that's kind of a conversation that Niagara should have on their sidelines. Coach going in saying, how can we improve here on the second half?
Yep.
And they brought it back. It was a pretty big lead as Humber sat on set point, but slowly etching it smaller and smaller. But now we head into the second set, and Humber up 1-0. So obviously good start for them. As you see head coach Chris Wilkins on your screen talking to Alex LaChapelle. 21st year as the head coach. He's made sure that this team has just been an absolute powerhouse for all of his years coaching. And we talk about a little bit of history from time to time here on the broadcast, and LaChapelle needs 118 more digs to move into second all-time in Humber history. So possibly, some history in the making this season.
Oh wow, yeah. What's the current number?
I'm not 100% sure. I know she got some in that last set, so I don't know how much more she needs. But coming into the play today, she needed 118. So I'm sure it'll be updated, once the match is done, and we'll take another look at it next home game. But
yeah, that's
for
some
now,
good motivation for sure.
Why not? On a little bit of a record watch.
Yeah, be in the history books.
And we take a little look here at last year's Western Conference standings. Humber Hawks atop their 8-1. Mohawk actually tied with them 8-1, but Humber goes up. Came Bryan, St. Clair, and Niagara. So all teams finishing over 500. So a good Western Conference here. And I'm sure we'll have it here once again this year, as we're set to go here for set number 2 for the women's volleyball home opener here in the Hawks Nest. Looks to be roughly the same starting 6 for the side of the Hawks, with the exception of number 12, Tiana Stevenson, fourth-year player. She'll come on to start. And I believe it's the same starting 6 as well for the side of Niagara. And Niagara will get first serve, and it'll be Abby Gooder. Get things going. Second-year player. Serves up and serve into the net, so Humber, they'll take the lead here in set number 2. Tipped off the wall, nice diving dig there by Stevenson. Big hit down cross court. Missing that sideline, so tied up here, one apiece. Montana Taylor, St. Catharines. Quick set for Stanisic. And
a little miscommunication there, yep.
And, you know, you pointed out in the first set how, you know, loud Niagara was getting, that high energy. And to start the second one here, it kind of seems like they're a little bit more focused. You know, not as loud as they were to start off the first one.
Yes, I see that.
There it is, though. The loudness comes out with the point coming back.
A little bit of a miss hit, but, you know, it worked. Scored the point.
Just finding somewhere for it to drop. And another serve into the net. And that might be something we see a lot early on in the season, as, you know, pointed out. A little bit rusty to start the year. Again, it just appears like the side of Niagara just having a little bit of miscommunication when that first ball comes over.
Yeah, it just seems like they're unsure of who's supposed to get it. No, but someone's just got to take initiative, say, my ball, take it, and let the play continue on.
Got to kind of be that court general, communicate with all 6 of the players. But Humber will take it, and they'll continue to roll here, up 5-2 now.
Nice serve by Erica Dodd.
Looked like she took a little bit of power off that one. Just kind of dipped it over the net a little bit. Just into the net, not for that one. Look at it, she tried just to squeak it over the top, gets it over, and
another service error on the side of Niagara. You know, the service is basically your first chance to attack, and so, you know, missing those, it's quite a shame, because basically missing your first chance to score the point.
Yeah, exactly, and it kind of makes it harder for yourself, you know, especially if you're trying to come back, even up a match. And when you know your serves are just struggling to find a way over the net, it's not that easy to try to come back and win these games. Humber, like a well-oiled machine. Another one going back to the back court there, finding a spot. That was Tiana Stevenson, 4th-year player. Her first time donning the navy and gold colors. Competed for St. Clair for 3 seasons and was the 2019 OCAA West Division scoring champion. as that one gets blocked and bounced right towards our table. And a nice play by Humber, but Ellis unfortunately hitting that one into the net. Another service error, and you said it best. You know, it cripples any chance you have at trying to get some points and get some offense going, because it's your first chance to score points.
Right, that's right.
Too hard on that one, going over the back line. So Niagara will retain possession. Tipped on one side, but tipped on the other. It was Sydney Ferguson getting the last laugh there. Hit to the backcourt. Again, another great first ball, and a big hit by Erica Dodd. And it just seems the key to Humber's success has just been really getting that first pass to Ferguson every time. Free ball pushed to the back corner and missing that sideline. Service error once again on the side of Niagara. And really, this would be a pretty even match so far in the second set if it wasn't for all the service errors on the side of the Knights. Quick hit into the backcourt, finding open space. Was Alexis Fothergill, number 6 there on your screen. And up to serve is Hope Nicholson. Another good setup by the Hawks. Niagara trying to answer, tipped over. And pushed to the back corner, but out of bounds. So Humber maintaining control here in the second set. Hit off the net.
Great recovery there by Niagara.
And a free ball and a nice first ball. And a big hit.
Very solid swing by number 12.
And that play is just set up once again by the amazing first pass to the setter. And you said it, that's the key to success here, is trying to get that first pass to the setter. You get there, everything's cleaner.
Timeout called here by Niagara.
And replay there of the tip-off, would you say, at the net there? And Ferguson coming out on top.
Yep. Called joust.
Called a joust.
When they go up.
See, it's the terminology. You know, I remember it, then I forget it, then I remember it. It's the season opener, so the announcers are a little bit rusty too as we get back fine-tuned into all the inside sports. As the fall season kind of dwindles down now with baseball, softball, and soccer finishing. We ramp things up with volleyball and basketball. Humber continues the dominance coming out of the timeout. Erica Dodd gets her serve over. It looked like the libero, Lauren Algier, was unable to try to hit that one back over. Another one coming straight to her. And
Nice
great,
lead by number 12.
That's great communication right there. The setter, Sydney Ferguson, was right behind Stevenson saying, leave it, leave it, leave it. And just so far, you know, Humber just looking like a well-oiled machine. And continuing to roll. And number 1, Ara Talan will come out. And number 6, Megan Hunt will come on. Hunt in her 3rd year. Serve into the net and another service ace. And you kind of look at it, you know, this second set just kind of showing the difference in teams. You know, Humber really good at generating offense, getting things going, and getting, you know, just kind of playing clean volleyball. And on the side of Niagara, it's been a little bit of a struggle.
Right. A lot of unforced errors on the side of Niagara. That set there a little too low for Keone Ellis. You can see she tells the setter Sydney a little higher.
Like you were saying, Ellis has the highest vertical,
right.
So she needs the ball a little bit higher. But the big difference here in set number 2 has really just been the service errors. It's kind of what's given Humber this big lead, 8 points now.
I think that's about like 3 or 4 service errors in a row now for the side of Niagara.
Yeah, and it's really hard to just, it kind of you shoot yourself in the foot when you're trying to get some offense going, but every time you have a chance, it's just going straight into the net, or it's just going too far out.
At this point, it's just about getting the service in. You know, don't need to ace it. Just get the play going.
Yeah, just get the ball over, get it in play. But the Hawks, they continue to roll. 19-11 in set 2. They did take set number 1.
Chance here for Humber. It's a great spot for Keone.
And just so much power on that ball coming down. You know, it wasn't really a full hit, but still got enough behind it to just kind of slam it down out of the range of any of the defenders there on Niagara. So 5 away here are the Hawks. We're going up 2-0. Yeah, just looked a little bit of indecisiveness there by Stephanie Armstrong. You know, kind of catch her in an awkward angle with the volleying rather than bumping it. And a huge kill.
Hammer down by Hannah Manners.
Waking up this building a little bit. Manners dropping the hammer. Serve over by Hunt. It drops in. Hawks 3 away from capturing set number 2 here in this match between the Niagara Knights. Tipped again. Free ball over the top. Clean set. The back set. Trying to go cross court. But unable to find the sideline was Abby Gooder. And this is why Humber, you know, they're the defending OCAA gold medal champions. It's because of just how well they play. And a big hit by Erica Dodd. Hits off the wall, going out of bounds. Humber gets another one, and they're on game point again. Excuse me, set point. And into the net there. And we saw it in the first set. This was kind of where Niagara started to mount a little bit of their momentum back into the game. See if they can maybe do that again here. So much power on this front line. Big block. And tipped, but not able to get that third ball over. And Humber takes the second straight set. Going up 2-0 here in this match. Take it 25-13. And now Cecilia, what was kind of the obvious difference maker was the service errors, but you know, from the side of Humber, is there really anything you can say they're doing wrong right now?
I think Humber's very consistent. They're very solid. I think they just need to keep doing what they're doing. I think with the unforced errors on the side of Niagara, they can lessen them a bit and focus more on just getting the play going.
Yeah, for sure. And that was kind of just the startup of the second set was really Niagara falling to those unforced errors. And that's what kind of got Humber to grow that lead. They didn't, like similar to the first set, they didn't really give it up. It continued to grow. But they did a phenomenal job holding that lead and winning set number 2.
Yeah, and we see that the momentum for Niagara kind of comes at the end of the sets, whereas they should be starting with that energy, that momentum at the very beginning.
Yeah. Come out a little bit hot, and you see on the screen there, Humber taking 2 consecutive sets so far, 1 away from taking the match. You know, if you're the head coach of Niagara, you're probably just talking to your squad saying, hey, we got to stop, you know, making the errors. Once we fix that up, we're right in this game. And for the most part, it's been a pretty even-sided game. Just the self-inflicted errors has been what's killing Niagara.
And it seems like Niagara is playing like they're a little afraid of making those mistakes, especially in the offense, trying to not going full at it. They should, I guess, go in with more confidence. Like, they're playing Humber, obviously OCAA champs, so it's just better to go all out.
Yeah, and I mean, why not, right? What you got to lose? You're going up against the reigning champions. Try to, you know, make yourselves look good in a way. And don't play a little bit on your back foot. Just try to be the aggressors. And that's kind of been the opposite of what's been going on in the first 2 sets, is that Niagara they had their foot on the gas a little bit to start the match, and then they took it off, and Humber took control, and they still haven't given it up.
Just fixing those unforced errors will help them out a lot.
For sure. Couldn't agree more. You see side of Niagara on the screen there, just chatting it up, trying to get it. All smiles on the Humber bench. As really nothing wrong with how things have gone for this side of the Hawks. It's been pretty clean volleyball all around, you know. Maybe a couple of the service errors, but other than that, it's been pretty clean volleyball all around. And on the screen here, you see those some stats for Erica Dodd. And there she is on your screen, number 13. 7 matches, 23 swings, 3 assists, 32 digs, and 75 kills. And I mean, that's why she was well deserving of that OCAA Rookie of the Year. And she'll continue to try to build on her legacy as a Hawk in year number 2.
Yeah, so that's the kind of offense we want to see from Niagara this set.
You know, you've fallen behind the first two, and it's like, what do you really have to lose? Come out firing on all cylinders here in the third, and Niagara, they did just that. Got to try to get a little bit louder. There's too much power on that one. Another service error. And just finding the open spot there is Hannah Cowie. Kyra Cameron, first-year player to St. Catherine. Up to serve.
Oh, great floater by number 10. Just skimming the line. Oh, number 17.
Oh, excuse me, number 17, that's Hope Nicholson. But like you said, just phenomenal serve, finding that back line, dropping it in. Not something the side of Niagara needs to find to do, but you know, right there, that's kind of been the Achilles heel, is the serve's going too far or just too short into the net. It was a good read by Niagara's back line to leave that one as it goes just beyond. Short serve. Stevenson, the hit over top. Free ball. Humber gets a chance to set one up here.
Just skimming the antenna. And point goes to Humber.
Tipped over by Stevenson, and then Cowie tried to get it back the other way, but like you said, just tipping off that antenna. Big hit.
A little tight on the net.
And Humber just striking every way they can. Too far once again. And Cowie will be the one to serve. Cross court, tried to tip it over. There's Tiana Stevenson, but not enough power.
Yeah, the set was pushed a little too far for number 12. You see she had to readjust and kind of lost control of the ball.
Off the net. Phenomenal serve right there by newly entered player Cassidy Andrews, the third year. She's on for her first set, and her first serve is an ace.
And I believe this is Cassidy Andrews' first year playing middle for Humber. She's usually a right side. I guess they switched her over this season.
A little bit of a position change, you know?
Yep.
Yeah. Take another look at it here. Andrews goes up and just finding the open space on the court for the ace. And while we were off screen there, it was Niagara getting the point off of the Hawks there. So they grow their lead out here 8-6. Hit over, and so much power coming off those kills by number 4, Kiyomi Ellis. out wide, tipped off the wall, and out of play. And this is the kind of energy Niagara was needing in the first two. As they've taken control here, they've minimized any mistakes. Tip over, a hit to the side of the Hawks, and it's a free ball. Niagara should get a play out of this. Going out wide, off the wall. Nice save at the net by Hunt. And Dodd coming from the back. Not able to find the back line of Niagara. Lead grows 10-7 now.
Yeah, I believe Niagara was calling for a net touch there, and it looked like Hunt's hair touched the net a bit, but it was not called by the ref. Nice little tip from number 12. Great spot.
And just a heads-up play by a veteran player in Tiana Stevenson, who's done this before. Might not have been with Humber, but she's an experienced player. Out to Dodd, and
great swing.
Erica
Off
Dodd.
the block.
And it's something that's so hard for opponents to do, is just figure out where to send the blockers, because, you know, Humber, they have so many places they can attack you from.
A little too much power on that serve.
Closest set we've had so far today between these two. Back set, and so much power, but going too far was that one off of Kiyomi Ellis. She was looking to go cross court, try to hit it on that sideline, but just missing. And a huge kill on the other side by 13, Erica Dodd. Quick set up in the middle there. And Dodd once again going up, this time off the block.
Yeah, Dodd is really finding those angles to get off the block, score that way.
And Humber, you know, they're doing everything they can, you know, finding different players to go to. Stellar defense there on the side of the Hawks.
And it looks like Humber was on the net. Not sure what number that was called on, though.
I believe it might have been Cassidy Andrews. Went up for the block out a little bit too close. Hope Nicholson back to serve. Going all the way across to Dodd. And rolling across the net.
Niagara finally getting that block on Dodd.
Trying to figure out a way to shut down number 13, and you know that's a pretty hard task. Everybody in the OCAA last year were trying to figure it out, and they were unable to. Smart play off the net. Big hit, too much power going beyond that back line. Niagara looking to get one set here as they lead set number 3, 15-12. And this is kind of what we were expecting in the game a little bit, was these two sides to be pretty evenly contested, but, you know, the mental mistakes on the early half on Niagara was really what kind of shot them down in the first two sets.
Their timeout is called by Humber head coach Chris Wilkins.
And really, that's just to, you know, shut down any momentum, trying to regain some control of this set. But, you know, in the third one so far, what have you liked from the side of Niagara that they've changed?
I guess they're definitely being more aggressive in their front row. And it looks like the setter is spreading out her options a bit more, moving Humber's block. And we can see that there's definitely less service errors, and we can see how much that affects the game. You know, if you don't have service errors, you can build that momentum. Where if you're constantly serving out or into the net, you have to reset and then try and get the point back.
Yeah, for sure. And really on the side of the Hawks, they've kind of just been maintaining their pace that they've had. Obviously, you know, they've taken out some of their starters that they had in the first couple sets, but for the most part, they've been playing that consistent game, like you've been kind of stressing all match long here. Is it's been pretty even and pretty well played volleyball from Humber. And that high energy continuing to come out here on the side of Niagara as they close ever so closely to taking set number 3. To Manners, newly entered. Tip over the block. And the Manners once again hitting it off the block. And in play, Humber regaining a little bit of control. Trying to stabilize and cut into this 4-point deficit. Erica Dodd with the serve, and a nice one at that.
Yeah, I wanted to mention number 3, Humber's setter, Stephanie Armstrong is doing a really great job at getting the sets out to the hitters, especially on the left side, which gives them like more options to swing at, like swing line or swing cross.
That's a big thing, right? You know, it's you're giving options to all your hitters, and it makes everybody feel involved in that offense.
That is a huge block from number 8, and you can see that celebration.
That fires them up.
They are fired up, yep.
Niagara trying to ride this wave of momentum that they've caught here in set number 3. Hit and over. That was Aratellan.
Cassidy Andrews back to serve, and we see Ellis comes on.
And the wall coming up so strong again. As it's only now 2. -2 for the Hawks as they're down 18-16 here. Another big serve. And the wall prevailing again, but the ball falling on the wrong side for Humber. Service there into the net. 5 away are Niagara. Anderson, Abby Gooder, the backcourt to serve. Big hit, close to the net. Free ball. Niagara's
A chance here for Niagara.
Big block. Going back to the outside, a nice tip. To Kiyomi Ellis. And the power
that is a big
prevails.
swing. You see, Kiyomi really gets up there with those step arounds.
Yeah, going up with authority was Ellis. Cut it back down to 2. But really, when you have Kiyomi Ellis and Erica Dodd up front like that, it is hard to figure out where they're gonna go to. 2 such talented hitters. This time going to Dodd off the block.
Yep, Dodd is really good at finding those hands and playing off them.
Closing in, we've been treated to a really good set number 3. Served into the net that time. Humber gets one into the net, and now Niagara, so just a point each kind of added on.
Yep, it's a 1-point game. You know, at this point in the game, it's really hard to watch miss serves.
It's tough, especially if you're Niagara. You know, you had a little bit of the trouble in that second set with the serves. You don't want to fall back into that pattern. Serve going outside. Oh, wide to Dodd, but missing the back line. It was a nice setup play by Humber, but unfortunately Erica Dodd just a little bit too much power. Andrews gets up there, puts it over. It's a free ball. Oh, close to Andrews. And she may be new at the position this year, but Cassidy Andrews looking like a seasoned pro in the middle right there on that quick set. 1-point deficit. Stephanie Armstrong, the one to serve. Serve going low, going out wide to Cowie. She hits it.
And it's a tie game.
Just like that, the Hawks have rallied back. And a timeout called by Niagara Knights. And now really you got to look at that side on the timeout call as to try to break that momentum, right? Try to shut down what the Humber has been brewing up. With how this third set has gone, what do you think on the side of Niagara the coach is just trying to tell his players right now? What do you think they're trying to communicate with them?
I think he's just saying, telling them not to be afraid to swing. You know, keeping the unforced errors at a minimum. You know, with the serving, we saw some service errors just now. They just have to play their game.
Couldn't have said it better myself. You just got to play your game. As Humber would obviously love. On the screen, you see another Humber player, number 7, Alex Stanisic.
Yep, a fifth-year
player.
Very seasoned.
7 matches, 21 swings, 3 assists, 9 digs, and 49 kills. Last year's stats for number 7. And we talked earlier about Alex LaChapelle and record watch. Well, the other Alex Stanisic sits 145 points back of moving into the top 10 for the Hawks. It's a free ball hit over the top here. Going quick to Andrews. And that one right there Once this Hawks nest gets loud, they don't stop. Cassidy Andrews sending everybody in the stands wailing as the Hawks have taken the lead here in set number 3. The back set, too hard, missing the back line. And Humber on set point and on match point, looking to take it in 3 straight. With Armstrong back to serve. Nice serve over. Free ball, set up nicely, going to Dodd, and Erica Dodd finishes it, sending Niagara down. 3 sets to none. Humber coming back here in set number 3, winning it 25-22. And all around, a great volleyball game we were treated to here by both sides.
Definitely, yeah. I think this is a real indication of like the potential that Humber has for the rest of the season.
And after falling short their last time out to Durham, 3-2, Humber in commanding fashion takes this one 3-0. And we're not done yet with volleyball. We have the men's team coming up next as the women's team comes to a close. So stay tuned, we'll be back in a little bit for the men's team as they take on the Niagara Knights.